How's it going, guys? You alright? What's up? Good stuff, glad to hear. 2 seconds and we'll get started. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Going to be live for a couple of hours, I would have thought. Solo practice today. But if you've got any questions or anything you want to know, let me know. How are we doing, Will? Good to see you, mate. Welcome, guys, on YouTube. Snooker starts work well for Paul. Yeah? I would say not too much is going to change in the stance. The tables aren't... Let me think the height difference. I can't think of the height of the snooker table. Yeah, it's not going to change too much. Oh, nice one, man. Thanks so much for the cap, Zach. Much appreciate that. Sorry I didn't catch it in time. Yeah, how did it go, Will? I want to go to one of those. It's just when and where. Have a little practice frame to start. First few balls. First ones I've hit all day, so let's have a little bit of a practice first. Not sure, Jake. Possibly. Got to the final 12, nice. How are we doing, Harlan? Good to see you. Wrong cue. Wrong ball. When's my next match? Good question. I don't actually know. Wednesday, possibly. This isn't going great for a start, but again, this is just the warm up. It's the first balls I've hit since Friday, so it's often going to take a few balls to get going. I'm probably going to go with just another couple of drills. Gospel, he did do gospel, but did he? Actually, no, I don't know if he did. I'm not sure where or when the next one is. Currently 130 of you on TikTok, 70 on YouTube. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We're doing getting that out. Right, let's do a basic drill because I need to learn how to pot again. Spend about 5-10 minutes just relearning how to play the game at the basic level. So I'll always do a drill like this after spending more than 24 hours away from the table, just to kind of get my eye back in. I think a lot of people make the mistake of just going in cold, like maybe take a week off and then just go into playing matches straight away, and then they wonder why they're missing balls and getting frustrated. So just realise that you probably lose that rhythm after 24 hours away from the table. How's my day gone? It's been good. It's been productive. What's the best drill? My favourite drill is probably the Crucifix drill or the circle drill. They're my two go-to drills. I think a lot of people overcomplicate drills when it comes to pool and they're just trying to do way too much. Whereas I don't think you need to. I think you can, as long as you stick with what you know. I generally just do 2 drills and I just try and really hammer them home because, I mean, there are a couple more that I might do here and there, but I have like 2 kind of foundation, like staple drills that I will do. One of them is to get like, it's more about focusing on putting, and the other one is focusing on positional play. So I'll kind of flip between the 2. If I'm struggling with positional play, then I'll do the circle drill. And if I'm struggling with potting, then I'll do the Crucifix drill. So I'll do both of those because, again, I've spent a little bit of time away from the table this weekend. So I'm going to do the Crucifix drill first. I'm sure most of you have seen me do this because, again, I don't really veer away and try and come up with loads of like elaborate drills. If it isn't broke, don't fix it, kind of thing. How are we doing, Efren? Good to see you. Welcome guys on TikTok and YouTube. 600 of you on TikTok, 60 of you on YouTube. So with this, the objective is pot all these 3 yellows in these 2 pockets, pot 7 reds in those 2 pockets, pot the 4 yellows in those 2 pockets, and then pot the black anywhere. Wow, that's a good start. Let's see if we can take these reds in order. Need to bounce off that. Cannot. Followed you, I think, a month. Nice one. Nice one, mate. Should call the pocket for the black. All right, black's going to go here, Will, just for you, mate. Nearly. All right, so let's get going. I was going to do the circle drill, but I don't think I really want to. All right, let's go. Cushion ball's always tough. It is indeed. Am I a pro? No, not good enough to be a pro. Not consistent enough to be a pro. But I do work with some of the pros, and I play on the Challenger series on the Ultimate Pool Tour. Again, if you guys got any other questions, feel free to ask. This game is English pool, for those of you who are not familiar. All right, let's get a break. Let's see how it goes. Can I give you a tip on pool? Practice as much as you can would be my biggest tip for anyone. Are you in a club? No, this is my living room. Or my pool room as it's known now. Alright, I'm happy with that break. Cue ball stopped on a dime. Good split, no balls tied up. If you were at the table right now, and this is what I do on my lives when I'm practicing, just to make it more interactive for both of us, would you go reds or yellows? Just write the colour in the chat. Tips on the bridge. It depends. If you're on a cushion, open hand bridge, if the cue ball is close, you might be... It all depends. It's a very difficult question to answer without being face to face with someone. But let me do this, then I'll try and talk about it more in a bit. All right, so we look at the spread of the balls. Every ball has a pocket. Red on a cushion, red on a cushion. Immediately, I don't love reds because of those two balls. Also don't love reds because I can't really see the first ball. So I can't pot a red. So there's no way I can go reds, right? So I have to go yellows. The order for yellows, where the black is kind of behind these. So basically, the black is this side of these two reds, right? Which tells me that these three balls are probably not going to be the last ball. They could be, but you probably won't. One of these three will probably be last, okay? Ideally this one, which leaves you here for the black. So I'm already thinking the black's probably going to be going in this pocket. Saying that, I could use the middle pocket, send it in here if I want to. But yeah, let me just see if I can come up with first, second, third ball. I kind of want to play this now because it's going to be difficult to land on in a bit if I leave it. Right, I'm playing this ball first to leave me here, and I'm going to be playing that ball second. Just want to nudge the black slightly. Okay, so I've got this ball now. Still don't know the pattern because there's a few options. I could play this one now if I want to. I'm probably not though. I'm going to top spin off that cushion up there, top spin off, and ideally land. Saying that, I might be playing this now. You can tell I've been away from the table because I'm so indecisive at the moment. Normally my patterns are like instant because there's choice of 2 or 3. I haven't done it in a while, so it's just kind of reconfiguring. All right, I am going to play this one because I think getting on this one, if I play this one now and say I land here for this ball, getting on this ball from here or any of these two is going to be difficult. So I want to get rid of this one earlier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this ball, hopefully land here, and then I'll have a choice of this one or this one and be able to play this one early. Don't go behind it. Again, a little bit out of control, but we're on this yellow now. And again, it's all about just leaving the cue ball in a space to be able to pot a ball. I think I'm going to be running into this yellow, hopefully move it and leave myself a shot on it. Might be missing it actually. Okay. So far this frame has been making it up as I've been going along. There's been no real control so far, and again you can tell I've been away from the table, so just need to get the control back. A lot of cue ball travel at the moment, which isn't good. If I play that one, if I play this one, ideally I can run into this red, leave the cue ball here. If I can leave the cue ball there for this, I'm back in position to finish with this one, this one, this one. But I need to avoid this red. Ideally avoid both reds. But just don't go behind that red. Ooh, okay, got away with that. Got away with that a little bit. That's my only worry was that I was going to go behind this, but didn't hit it hard enough. All right. Again, it wasn't classic. Wasn't textbook, but the black went down, which is the most important thing. So hopefully we'll have a clearance that's a little bit more controlled than that one. It was definitely very sloppy, but again, as long as the black goes down, I'm happy. Surely it's not the table, it's the force. What do you mean? The speed? How slow or fast the balls are moving? Is that what you mean? Flip the table around? Nope, just flip the camera around. You guys on TikTok are on the opposite side of the table today. How can you be consistent in your shots? It's practice. If you practice, the more you practice, the more it becomes autonomous and you don't miss as much. Yeah, I can't turn this table, it weighs 300 kilos. Alright, not as good of a cue ball there. Lost the cue ball, got a little bit lucky. Interesting break. What colour are you guys going, reds or yellows? Write your colour in the chat. Why did I change the camera angle? Because I have my YouTube channel on the opposite side, which I'm giving a little bit of time to YouTube on that side because it's a better camera and it's a little bit more of a favourable angle. Okay, so obviously we look for the problems. That ball down there, this red, doesn't go. You can't land on it and pot it. So this is a problem for reds and yellows, not just yellows. The yellows are spread nicely, but you've got to think which of these 6 yellows are you going to use to develop the black. And there's not an obvious answer. This red kind of means that these 2 are going to be difficult. Normally, like say maybe if this red wasn't here, you might say play this and come in this direction and go into the black, but the red's in the way of that, so it's not super easy to develop from a yellow. With reds, really all you've got to do is land here, pop this ball and go into the black that way. So leaning towards reds, but I love the layout of the yellows. I just can't see a yellow to develop the black. Interesting. Can I pop this for a start? No, can't pop that red. So that it's another problem for reds. I'm going to go yellows here, and I'm going to hope that I can land in that position I was talking about. If I can land in that position, I can screw straight into the black and hopefully leave that. So it's a case of getting into that position in a few shots time. A little bit straighter on this yellow than I would have liked. So obviously we've got 2, then 3 to come up to. If I can get up to there from that ball, if I can get to there, ideal. Just screwed back slightly, it's giving me a bigger angle. And although I could leave the cue ball here to pop this yellow, I'm going to leave that yellow because I think more importantly I want to land here. So that's what I'm trying to do with this next shot, is land where the circle is. Not enough, not enough. So it's in the right direction, but you can see the angle's bad now. Thanks for the gift, Kyron, appreciated. It's a bad angle, and even there would have been okay. This is now not an easy finish, and I'm losing the cue ball with whatever I do. Need to go into this red and avoid this yellow. Not good. And now it's a case of cross your fingers and pull out a miracle 1-2 finish. Alright, so what I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to play this into the cushion there, get the yellow to come back here and go in there. At the same time, what that does, it allows me an angle to come over to here, and if I've got a shot like this on this yellow, there's a chance I can go into the black, but it's a 5% chance of a finish. Have to make the treble first. Ugh, not if you double kiss the white. Yeah, it was always going to be a difficult finish, I think. Anyway, carry on. Score is 1-1. Okay, 1-1. Guys on YouTube, welcome. Quite nicely, thanks Rohan, I appreciate that. Is this break from life? No, this is attacking 8 ball. Be sure to hit that sub button if you can. on YouTube. Appreciate the gift on TikTok, Jake. I will be in the future, Kieran. I'm going to have 3 cameras set where I've got TikTok, YouTube, and Kick. And Kick will be streamed from the side. So I'll have the breaking side, the triangle side, and the side of the table in landscape. But that is on the list. No, that's all good, Evan. That is on the list of like 1,000 things to do. Yeah, it's on the list. Needs to do a bit of investment first. Okay, so no ball down. Oh no, I've got a yellow. Okay. What are you guys doing here? Reds or yellows? Very interesting split, this one. How much was the table? The link to the table was in my bio. Could go that one. Okay. Yeah, what colour are you guys going? Reds or yellows? I'd love to pop that yellow now if I do go yellows, but it's risky. Thing with that, if I pop that now, I can go straight into the other bad yellow, which is this one. It's just very missable. I think I've got it. I don't really have another choice. I could try and cut this yellow into here. I'll go into this red, but that red's probably going to end up over the pocket. So I don't really want that. And that still doesn't develop this yellow. Anyway, I'm talking as if I'm going to go maybe reds here. I'm not going to go red. Ooh. Am I going to go reds? No, you could, but you're not. No, I'm going to go yellows. So the objective, again, very missable first shot, but the objective is pop this ball in there and go into this red and move it. If I can develop that yellow away from that red, should be a good opportunity for a finish. Okay, so I sort of developed, semi-developed it. The next shot will tell whether I've done what I needed to do. Really only on this ball, so I've got to play it now. Probably going to be flicking this red, and the cue ball's going to be going over towards this red. I'm probably going to end up somewhere like this. So I'd like to think I'm on this ball from here. Actually, I might be able to stop the white. No, it went exactly where I thought it would. I just didn't hit it hard enough. Still not out of the woods. Should have hit that harder. Just sort of pulled back on that a little bit. And now I've got, well, not much. Can't play that yellow. Can't play that yellow. I've got to play this yellow, but it's only half a pocket. It's a very, very missable shot. Especially when you play it like that. Wow, just killed the speed on it. Alright, anyway. I was so scared of hitting the black there that I just didn't put any power into it. Thanks for resubbing, Amy. Problem with above the table, there's no face to it, so it's just a bit... I've tried posting above the table shots before, and it just didn't really get much traction. Could potentially have it as like a multi-camera option. Turning my living room into an actual TV studio though. Have you ever tried snooker? Yeah, I grew up playing snooker. Okay. That's 1 and 2, I think. Or is it 1 and 3? Right, another ball down on the break, which is good. Okay. Again, not an easy finish. Write down what colour you would go for in the chat. I think there's only one option, and that is not an easy one. A lot of people saying red. can see why you're saying reds, but for me, I don't know. I'm looking at yellows. The hardest thing about yellows is obviously the black, but if you can land on this one last and play it there, the black does have a pocket. It will go off this red as well. The problem with reds is this ball here doesn't go in that pocket. That's the biggest problem. Also, landing on this ball if you go reds is going to be really difficult. So that's two really big issues with reds. Yellows, the issues are this one doesn't go in here. Obviously the black is the biggest issue, only goes there. This yellow only really has that pocket and that pocket, so that might be difficult to land on. These two are fine. This one's fine, this one's fine. So I'm going to go yellows because I think the problems on yellows are slightly easier to sort through than the problems on reds. First shot, land on this bad ball. Play this with topspin and land here to play this ball here. Or do I play off the red? That's stupid. Just play off the red, move it. Oh, that's going to block the pocket from black though. I don't know if I want to do that. No, I'm going to go past it. Didn't want to move. I could have played that off that red and opened the pocket for this, but that red's then going to go here and it ties the black up. So that's the reason why I didn't do that. Don't love the angle I've left on this yellow. Still potable, but basically what it means now is this yellow is the one that's going to get me here. So I'll put the circle down. Highest snooker break 126 in a match, in practice 108 in a match. So this is where I'm trying to land in 3 shots time. As long as I make this ball first, there's a chance of it. Let's just look at the angle. I want run topspin on this, just a little bit. A little bit of topspin. You need to be off the cushion. Don't want to be dead straight. That's not a good shot at all. That's a bad shot. Okay, so now I'm relying on a lot of bottom right hand side to come off this cushion and hope it takes to go there and then land there. The angle on this is awful. It's always going to do that. Idiot. Alright, just snatched at that a little bit too much. Careless previous shot, really. Prefer pool or snooker? Definitely prefer pool. I don't really play snooker. I grew up playing snooker, but it just became too frustrating. Who's the best opponent you faced whilst playing pool? I mean, I've played lots of the ultimate pool professional players in a single frame matches. Tom Cousins, Chris Milling, probably those two are up there. Okay. All right, that is 1 and 3. Again, welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. Okay, no ball down. Another low percentage clearance here. What are you guys doing? Reds or yellows? They're both almost impossible. Yellows, you've got a little bit more of a chance, but they're still, again, almost impossible. You can't go reds, can you? You might have to. Oh, actually, can you play that? You might be able to pop that like that. I think I've got to go reds because this yellow is terrible. Whereas these two reds, I think you can cut that red to there and it will develop this red. So I think you've got to go yellows here. I'm just missing everything at the minute. Right, I'm going to carry on because I haven't. I've just got to practice potting some balls because I can't pot a thing at the moment. This could have been a red to go into it. Get that yellow. Alright, let's go again. 1 and 4. The last time I had a really bad start like this, it went 0 and 6, and I got 10 clearances. I think it finished like 10 and 8. I had 8 clearances in a row that week. Okay, just got to start making the basic pots. The only thing that needs to change at the minute, get a break that's like a 60% chance for a finish instead of a 10% chance, and then just make the easy first few shots. Get into a bit of a rhythm. That's all I'm trying to do at the moment. Just don't tie anything up. Okay, it's not terrible. It's not perfectly easy, but it's not terrible. What colour? Reds or yellows? How many games do I lose focus, get tired? It all depends on the day. It can be 20 minutes, it can be 5 hours. It all depends on the day. I think you've got to go reds. These 2 yellows don't go anywhere. They're the only terrible balls. With reds, this ball isn't great, but you could land here and it goes in there, which is fine, and then you could probably play for the black in there as well. So I think you have to go reds here. The other 5 yellows are perfect. It's just these 2 are terrible. And then if you get rid of those 2, the black is really bad because it doesn't go past the red. So we're definitely going reds here. Again, just make the first few shots. That's all I'm trying to do right now. So the finish, hopefully, 1 to there, 2 to there. Get an angle like this. 3, come down to here and have a choice. I'll probably play, I don't know, that one or that one in either order. But that's where I want to be after 3 shots. Okay, so I don't need to be playing this too hard. Again, this is where I'm trying to land. Right there is where I want to land. Ow. I'm not going to be able to land there. I'm going to be landing there. Oh, I could land there. Okay, we're right on it. Right. Now, the choice. Which one do I take first and which one do I take second? Just want to look at how I can land on this ball. If I play this one first, I want to make sure I can land on that okay. If I play this one first, I can't afford to hit the black and move it towards this yellow, which I'm probably going to be doing. I think this one's got to go first. Try and screw it into this gap and land here, ideally, after it. Okay, that's the best angle I probably could have hoped for. Come through this gap and land on the black into the same pocket. Just got way too much into it. This is not going my way at the minute. I don't think the cue ball goes in. I think I hit this jaw, but this is such a difficult shot when it really shouldn't have been. Could play a double into the middle, but I think I can miss the corner here. Just shouldn't have been that difficult. Should not have been that difficult. Again, welcome guys on YouTube and TikTok. 230 of you on YouTube. Wow, hit that sub button if you can. I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you can hit those 3 dots on YouTube, hit those 3 dots and give the channel a thumbs up. It does help to build the channel. It's all I'm asking. Don't ask for anything else. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the gift, Shy. Guys on TikTok, if you can hit that follow button, I'd really appreciate it. No, just camera's the opposite end of the table, mate. Thanks, Jim. Appreciate that. Get anyone on YouTube who does hit that sub button or give the channel a thumbs up, just give me a thumbs up and I'll give you a shout out. All right, finally, right. Okay, again, another pretty good split. Write what colour you would go for in the chat. Would you go reds or yellows? Remember, look at the bad balls, don't look at the good balls. I think you've got to go reds here. The reason being, this yellow is just really bad. That's the only reason why. This red isn't great. You have to land here for it, because it doesn't go in this corner. Does it? Let's have a look. Oh, it might, but it's a difficult shot. So reds aren't super easy, but they're easier than this yellow. Do I fancy trying to double that yellow? This is actually, it's not as easy as I thought. Like landing back here is not going to be mega easy. It's a lot of cue ball travel. Whereas with the yellows, you don't really have much cue ball travel. You got this one first, you try and land here, you've got, these are fairly dot to top, that one, that one, that one, that one, and then it'd be a case of maybe landing there to play a double. But no, that's a very missable shot. So we're going to go reds. I'm going to go for this one first and try and land straight into this position from it. Let's get the circle down. So again, this is where I'm trying to aim. If I can land there from this ball, that'd be ideal. A lot of backspin on this shot. Look at that. Next to it. Got greedy. Just focusing too much on playing it into the circle. I'm going to stop putting that thing down. It's distracting me. All right, let's go again. Again, if you guys got any questions, feel free to ask. I appreciate all the likes, follows, shares, subs, etc. Live on YouTube and TikTok right now. How much is the table worth? The link to the table is in my bio. It's roughly about £1,700. That's 1 and 5. Ugh. Need some clearances. Thanks, Rohan. Appreciate that. Okay, come on. Something go down. All right, there's only really one answer here, I think. We're going reds. No, the camera's just on the opposite end of the table for anyone watching on TikTok. Where is the other cue ball? 1 second. Okay, so we're going reds. What's the order? First shot, it's very difficult to avoid these balls. I'm trying to go through that gap. I'm going to play the first shot and then see what I'm left with. Pretty careless shot, that. Right, I've got to play a. Mind you, that was difficult, to be fair. Difficult to land in a good position from that. Right, I've got to play a plant. These are very missable. It's not going well at the moment. Not going well at all. Thanks for the gift, Chloe. Appreciate that. Not going well. 1 and 6. Right, still keeping the spirits up though. This is often what happens though. If you take 2-3 days off, the standard will drop. So just, if you're someone who finds that they play pool and they played like okay or badly or well or whatever, and then the next time you come along you play badly again or you play even worse than before, if you've taken a week off, it's because you've taken a week off. Same as any sport or game that you're trying to get better at, the key is consistency. Just don't beat yourself up, because it's expected. All right. Let's go again. 1 and 6, not good. All right, got a ball. Just not have all the balls tied up, please. Okay. All right, I think we've got to go reds here. I don't see an easy way to develop the yellows, and I don't really see an easy way to get from the first yellow to any other yellow. So the problem red is this red. However, if you land in this position, you can play this with bottom left-hand side and go into it. So it's not a huge issue. I kind of want to leave this as an insurance ball when I try and play that development shot. If I can, but I don't know if I can. Yeah, okay, so what I'm trying to do, 1 to there, just screw back to here. How's it going, Wilbur? 2 to there. I'm going to try and play this ball third to there. This ball fourth, and that is what gets me the angle for this ball to break that ball out, knowing if I break it out and I'm not on it, I should be leaving myself a shot on this ball. We'll see. It's still low percentage finish, but got to give it a go. Or do I just completely scrap all that? I probably should leave these two and start with this ball, but I've said it now, so let's just go. Yeah, all good, buddy. What's that? Terrible shot. Although, could go into this yellow now. I don't know if I want to. This is bad. This is bad. Right, I've got to... Can I leave that angle from this ball? If I can, that'd be ideal. Too much angle? I might be able to get this red out now, and then this is the insurance ball. Right, trying to develop this red. It's out, and I'm on this red. Oh, okay, I might have a perfect angle here. Annoyingly, the black blocks this pocket, but as long as I can avoid this yellow, I can pop this red, hit this cushion, and if I can land there, ideal. Now, I think it's going to land about there. If I can get there, that'll be perfect. Okay, it's even better than I thought. Well, hampered, but it's not terrible. Just go straight off that yellow into the corner. Leave the cue ball where the red is. going to try and bump into the black and have it for this middle. Got there in the end. Hope everyone's having a good day, or had a good day wherever you are. Be sure to hit that follow button or sub button if you can, it would be much appreciated. Alright, we've got a clearance. 2 and 5, or is it 2 and 6? I'm counting it as 2 and 5. Yeah, all good, thanks Jim, appreciate it. Alright, let's see if we can get 2 back to back for the first time today. If only that red didn't nudge that, or the cue ball didn't nudge the black down there. I mean, yellows aren't terrible, but they're not super easy. Reds are bad just because of the black. As these other 5 reds are okay, but you can't go reds because of the black. So first shot, let's play this and try and move the black to allow for this to be an actual shot to the pocket. Hopefully I'll leave myself on this or this one to the corner if I don't leave myself on this. Now what's the order then? Alright, so I think I want this one first, obviously. That leaves me here. No. This one's second from here. This one or this one. I'm going to hopefully be able to play this one to there. This one to there. That one to the corner. This one to the middle. And then come down here for the black. Hopefully you remember that, because I probably won't. Wow, I got a jump from that. Okay, what was I trying to do? Oh yeah, now I've moved the red. I don't know if it's even possible to do the finish I wanted to. That got a big old kick from that. Should still do that I wanted to do originally. Got there in the end. That's 2 in a row, which is good. Golden break. We'll see. Again, welcome guys, live on YouTube and TikTok, opposite ends of the table. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask. Played it not how he planned. I mean, that was exactly how I planned, but okay. Show us how to pick between red or yellows. I'm kind of doing that with each one, where I ask you guys what colour you would go for. This one's easy. If you were at the table, you've got ball in hand. Depending on the rule set, you've got 1 shot or 2 shots. I think it's obvious what colour you would go for here, but yeah, what colour would you go if you were at the table? Hi from Thailand, good to see you. How much for the sponsorship? So I have space on the back of my shirt, you can probably see. So if you're asking about this spot right here, I've got space there, I've got space on the back of my shirt, I've got space at the end of that table, and I've got space on my TV. If you message me privately on my Instagram, which is Attacking 8 Ball, the name's over there, I will give you all of the details in a DM. Okay, so yeah, I think you've got to go reds. The hardest thing about reds is landing on the black, but you've got a pretty, I say a big window, you've got a window that you can land in this position, probably from this ball or this ball, to land here for the black. So the order will be a couple of ways you could do this. I'm going to go, so 1, 2, 3, and then the transition shot from ball 3 to ball 4 will dictate what order I take. I want to go there, 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 and that shot is what gets me to this position to be able to play the black. But that could change depending on where I land from that ball. If I come too far, it's obviously going to change. Challenge yourself and go yellows. No, because it's not what I do in a match. I'm practicing for a match. I'll do that next time. Got into it a little bit too much. Again, you could just see how I haven't stopped there now changes the pattern completely. It's still not like super difficult, but it's just made it a little bit more tricky. I've got to come to here now to play that ball in the same pocket. Actually, I'm going to come to here and leave it for the middle. Not far enough. 2 shots out of position, so I've got to recover it with this. If I leave this angle, it's not terrible. Should be okay still. So it's all about the speed of this shot. It's just what dictates whether I'm going to land on the black. It's quite a small window. It's kind of there to there. It's quite small. I don't know if that's enough. Just. Any shorter and I wouldn't have been on that. Any shorter and I would not have been there. That was a nutty shot, thanks man. Like a full-on match. Are you asking when I would have a full-on match? I think I've got one on Wednesday. I hope I do anyway. But I'll keep you guys posted. That good on average? I mean, it depends on your opponent. If it's against someone who can play the game, then yeah, it's obviously good. All right, so that's 3 in a row. 5, 4, 5. 3 clearances back to back. Let's keep this going. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Ugh. Knew it as soon as I hit it. And it's not a good break, even with 2 shots. How much for the sponsorship? So I've already answered this in just a second ago. Basically, if you message me on Instagram, so my Instagram account is Attacking 8 Ball. If you message me on Instagram, I'll give you all of the details for sponsorship. Right, what are you guys doing here, reds or yellows? You've got ball in hand behind the line. What are you doing? Because it's a mess. Can't even see how you develop this red. And you can develop it. No, I can. You can develop it from that, but I think you've got to go reds. I think the first shot is actually a plant. That red onto that red. With reds, I can land here. With yellows, it's a little bit harder to land here, and I don't like 1, 2, 3 yellows. Whereas with reds, I don't like 1, and I don't love 2, but I'm not too scared of that. I'm not too bothered about that one for now. This ball is the one that breaks this out. That's the key. Or do I just try and go straight into the red? I think I'm going to try and go straight into it, actually. And try and hit the black from this red. Oh dear. Painfully bad, that. And that's just messed up the whole finish. God, what a bad shot. Right, I'm going to try and go into this red now. Got it, sort of, and it's a double, which I'll take. Oh, you idiot! You made the. Oh. Should have been easy. Should have been easy, that. Annoying. Again, another missed double. Treble. Oh well. Alright, so that run comes to an end. So that is now 4 and 6 because I missed a ball. Having a mare, I mean, I wouldn't say that. I cleared up the last 3 frames without missing, so you can have a mare in one game. It's expected. Go for the harder colour. Alright. I'm not going to count it though if I don't get it. If there's an easy finish on one and I go for the difficult one just for the sake of it, I'm not counting it if I miss. Sure, mate. Alright, let's go again. Sorry guys, just disconnected from the internet there for a second. Hopefully that's just the one time it does that. Just got to reconnect to the TV, give me 2 seconds. Alright, so I can see the chat again. Again, apologies guys on YouTube. Just lost signal for a second there or whatever happened. The internet cut out for a sec. It's been doing that recently and it's really fucking annoying. Alright, jumped over to TikTok, good stuff. Alright, I am back on YouTube. So, yeah, neither are easy here. I think I've got to go yellows maybe. Don't know. Tempted to just re-wrap. Let's just go yellows and try and break this problem out. Will make it worse. Cue ball's flying. Again, not really much you can do with this at all. What an awful attempt at clearance. All right, that's 2 in a row, which have just been really bad. I appreciate you guys on YouTube who are just normal. Alright, let's get a finish now. Come on. Alright, all didn't go down, so that's step one. I said I would go for the harder colour, but I kind of want to go for the easier one just for the sake of my sanity. Alright, whatever you guys, write down which one you think is harder. Would you say reds are harder or yellows? Write the colour you think is harder, and I'll go with the majority. Didn't switch the table round, switch the camera around. Which is the harder colour, yellows or reds? Everyone's saying yellows, so we've got to go yellows. And you'd be right, yellows are harder. So I would never ever go for yellows if I was in a match. But you guys want to go yellows, so we're going yellows. The first shot is to break out these two yellows here. Although I can leave that one. But then that one's not easy. Just try and nudge these yellows to leave me one of them. Don't go too far. Just didn't want that to travel that far, just wanted it to kind of go there. So now that yellow only goes here, so it just got a little bit harder. Let's try and land here for this one. Or do I try and break that out? No, let's try and land on it. This is the thing about playing the harder set. It just becomes like, you just have to rely on good potting. It's become so difficult. Hopefully hit this red and leave this yellow. That is now clearance over, I think, unless I can make a miracle cut on this and somehow leave something. Again, trying to hit this red. Yeah, that was always going to be a very difficult finish. If I'd have hit that red, I would have landed here. What could I have done to land on this? Swing around 1, 2, 3 and land where the chalk is? What do you guys reckon? Oh, missed that red and that's going straight for that. Appreciate the gift there. Firm. Is it? Man, the annoying thing about that is I'm like 70% sure I would have got the reds. But I'm not doing that again, and I'm not counting that towards my score. So I'm definitely going to go for the easier set next. I think as much as like people like to see you try and go for the harder set, when it comes to a match, you would, well, hang on. All kicking off. Right, sorry, I just had to verify the live because TikTok are weird. I was saying, when it comes to a match, you would never go for the harder set. So it doesn't really make sense in my head, but people like to see it, so here's what it is. Get it back on. Yeah, this is English ball. There are loads of cue sports, but really, like, if you ever come to the UK, this is 90% of the time, this is the table you'll find around the country. Alright, so we're going for the easier colour set, which is reds. See if we can come up with a pattern to finish the table, to clear the table. What if you're beating your opponent really badly, would you not want to challenge yourself? No. If you're beating your opponent, you wouldn't change, or if it's not broke, don't fix it, kind of thing. All right, just slightly awkward. This red's slightly awkward based on where the black is. You could play it second. I don't really like that. And it's difficult to get on that red from it. This is actually harder than it looks. You could just land. I think maybe. What have you got to do here? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? I'm just going to give myself a second to think here because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Alright, I don't know why, and this is not the right pattern, but what I'm going to do is play this one first. It's there. Sorry. This one first to there. This one second to there. Third. Ideally land there. Something like fourth, fifth, sixth up the rail and then black in the middle. It's not the right pattern, but it's what I'm doing. Overthinking it at the minute. If you're on an American table, that ball is easy, but on this table it's not, especially at power. So I need to land pretty much there, just the other side of this yellow. Oh my God, I'm missing everything. All right, different order. I could have had this as well. Should have had this. Should have had it. It was not difficult. So the tables are just different. Everything about the game is different. Every physical piece of equipment is different in English pool than it is American pool. So it's standard rules, black rules and international rules. Yeah, they're the two sets that I use nowadays, but there are some outdated sets that people still insist on using for some reason. Yeah, but everything about the equipment is different. Table, balls, cues, cloth, everything. I posted a video comparing the exact differences, and I'll tell you the date I posted it, and if you're on TikTok you can see it because I don't think I put it on YouTube. Basically, on the 22nd of July 2022, I posted about a 5 to 10 minute video explaining all of the differences between American pool and English pool. If you're on TikTok, you'll find it. There's really like too many to list on a live stream for you guys to just leave. Do you like American pool? I mean, it's fun, but I don't play it enough to be like good at it. Ugh, Christ, what are we doing here? I don't like either. I want to break again. At least I'm pretty sure that was the date. If you look on my page at around 22nd July 2022, there's a video with a dark blue cloth on a table, and it's the only one I ever did on this table. It's very distinctive, so that's the one you want to look for. All right, what are we doing here? Because this is a mess, and I can't pot one ball. Maybe go for that red into that corner. Can't really, can I cut that? That's such a difficult shot. I think I prefer this one. Let's go. Let's make this ball. Come on. Give me something. Give me something else. All right, I want to get this red out next. Not too worried about this red because I can break that out with this red if I land on it. Trying to get that red out now. Go through the gap and just hit it. I'll take that, that's fine. And I'm on the ball to get the bad ball out. So everything's now developed. The key is to get this ball out with this shot. developed. Still not out of the woods completely, but it's doable. Get a bounce, get a bounce. Okay, now let's come up with an order. So all of the problems have been sorted, and now the finish. I really don't like leaving that shot on this. I've got two choices, two routes. I could go this one to here, this one to here, this one, and then this one, which makes sense, but landing there I don't love. If I'm short on that, it's really bad to get on this ball. Whereas if I play route 2, which is this one to here, that one to here, this one to here, I think less can go wrong. Obviously if I land here it's bad, but I've got a big window there. So I'm going to go for route 2, I think, and land on this for the middle. No, you won't. Oh, Jesus. So yeah, I did neither. I overthought it, that's what I did. And now I'm in the position I really didn't want to be. I know what I was saying earlier. Just try and kill the speed on this cue ball. There's no way getting on the back, is there? Bottom right should be able to land back roughly around here. Yeah, don't call the 8, no. It's just a stupid question, but is it chalk on every shot? Yeah. The thing about chalking, and it's typically people who don't play pool will say you don't need to chalk on every shot. Let me prove that. Thanks, Fidel. So I'll come back to that point now. So if you've got a good piece of chalk, because there are chalk out there, pieces of, like there's brands of chalk which are awful and will not create friction and won't stay on the cue, and generally just end up leaving loads of marks all over the table. But let's hopefully prove this theory right. So I'm going to break. I'm going to clear every ball as fast as I can. I've chalked my break cue. My playing cue, I'll leave there. And I won't chalk it once. I'll put the chalk over here. Let's see what happens. So as fast as I can, clear everything. Nearly. Anyway, you can see, look, and I'll try and put backspin on this. I didn't use chalk for any of those shots. So, yes, you can play without chalk to an extent for a short amount of time, say like a frame or two, before the chalk completely runs out, and then you're not going to get any friction really on any shot, or you just miscue everything. Now, I don't chalk, it's going to sound weird, but I don't chalk every shot for a physical effect. Like, I don't chalk every shot to then guarantee I create friction with the ball. yes, it does give me the best opportunity not to miss cue because I've always got chalk on the cue, but mine is more of a psychological reset. So if I play a bad shot, or if I'm thinking I'm chalking the cue, it's just part of my mental reset before the next shot. Hopefully that makes sense. You can compare it to other sports like Rafael Nadal when he plays tennis. If you ever see him serve, he'll pull his shorts out from under him, and he'll also brush his hair here and here. He doesn't need to do any of that. He just does it as a psychological reset to make sure every shot is the same. Cristiano Ronaldo, when he lines up for a free kick, he puts his feet really wide. Again, it's like a psychological reset, gets him ready for every shot. So that's why I chalk every shot. And now I'm boiling hot because I just ran around the table. No worries. I'm not counting that as a clearance though, because I missed the black. Alright, best cue ball so far today. Still not an easy finish. We're going reds though. I think reds, you break out this problem easier with this red or this red than you do with any yellow. And this yellow doesn't go as well. Does that get that red out? It might do, you know. It might do. Oh, no, I've tied up another red. That's so annoying. Oh, God. Oh, does it go? What am I talking about? It goes to there. Favourite weight of pool stick is just the cue that I use. It's just weighted how I like it. I think it's like 18 ounce. Leave me a good angle. Don't be straight. That might be straight. Cool. You figure out how to break ball out with a certain shot. Yeah, that becomes, again, becomes second nature really. The more you're playing, the more you start to see how to break out bad balls. So hopefully I won't get a bad ball. Well, the ideal situation is you break and you don't get a bad ball, but you're probably going to end up with a bad ball like 3 out of every 5 breaks you have. It's over 50% of the time for sure. If you play 9 ball, not really, only for fun. And if I do, it's on this table, it's not on an actual 9 ball table. Right, I've kind of stopped counting. I think that's 5 and 7, although I might have missed one between. I'm good, thanks, Snooker Paul. How are you? Why only 2 colours? Because this is English pool. It's different to American pool. No. Okay, so I don't need to break any balls out really. So you got yellows. Yellows are the ball here, so let's do it. Okay, how are we getting these yellows there? Ideally screw back to here for this ball second. Okay. Let's use the circle for each shot. I've still got it. I'll put it down somewhere. I don't know where I've put it. I've thrown it somewhere. Where have I thrown that? Oh, it's there. All right, so this one now. Let's look. I'm going to land there for the next shot. This one to the middle. Hit the circle and it kind of moved it, but I'd count that as being in. All right, I'm not going to put it down because I want to leave it where this yellow is now. And I'm not going to leave it again because I'm going to leave it pretty much there where this yellow is. Go for the long ball. Don't need it anymore. No, it makes no sense. Go this one. Okay. Yeah, the circle markers. It's a good tool. It's okay. It can be distracting, but it's good to give you an idea of where to position a cue ball. So say you want to land on this red, and you've got a wall of yellows like that. Right. So this is what you've finished with. What you're looking at. This is something you can do. I've literally just made it up in my head. Say you've got 2 reds left, and that's what you're left with. You can obviously put that there. That's the only spot you can really land on from this shot. So try and land right on it. Nope. We'll give this practice. I've never done this before, ever. I'm just going to see how long it takes me to just learn this shot. Too soft. Could be here all day. I mean, I'm on it, so that I'd count that as a win. So out of 3, I got it the 3rd time. But yeah, I mean, you can use something like that. I literally just used it for you guys. I never use it in practice on my own. It's more as a visual aid for my live streams, that's all. Subbed, I didn't know you do lives. Yeah, man. Yeah, my live streams are pretty much all I do. I mean, I post shorts and like videos and stuff, but yeah, my lives, especially YouTube, I've started to build. I obviously was big on TikTok. I've been doing less TikTok live streams. I still want to do TikTok. They just don't push out my live as much as they used to, so that's fine. So yeah, it's good. How tall am I? Just over 6 foot. 6'1"-ish. I'll say I'm 6'1". How's it going, Kieran? Good to see you, mate. All right, let's go back to asking you guys, what would you do in this situation? Would you go reds or yellows? Your opponent has just missed on the break. Which ball do you like the look of, reds or yellows? Right here in the chat. I think there's really only one answer here. But it's all about one shot. Obviously, if we look at the problem balls, this yellow isn't great. These 2 yellows aren't as bad as I thought. There might be a reason to go yellows here. I just don't like this ball. Whereas with reds, obviously this is the worst ball on the table, this red, but you could break it out with the first shot or even this shot. This red isn't great, but you could double it. I'm going to go reds, and with the first shot I'm going to try and break that out. Try and flick into the edge of the black. Or do I try and go into the yellow? I'm going to try and go into the yellow, which should then send me into the black. Or Either way, break the red out. All right, now I've got to rely on one good shot here, and then where does this go? That's the next question. All right, don't tie up. I like this one. Oh, that's annoying. The stick on the back cushion and use it to guide. Yeah, you can't use equipment to guide shots in pool. I'm pretty sure that's illegal in American pool as it is in English pool. You can't like leave your cue or your rest on the table. All right, it's just become a little bit tricky now, this finish. Still don't know exactly what I'm going to do with this ball. I think I've got to double it though. I want to get this ball out early. So I think what I'm going to do is play this to here, play this, come off this cushion and try and move that if I can. I don't have to, but I think I want to. So that's what I'm going to do. Or I just try and run into the black to leave a double. No, I'm going to try and move that red now. I got greedy, but the cue ball is in the best place it could be for having missed that shot. So now, obviously, play this to here. Now I've just got to decide what to do with this last red. Like, do you leave it as a double? I think I've got to. But the black's in an awkward position because that's where I want the cue ball to be able, oh my god, I didn't move that. That's where I want the cue ball to be able to double the red into there. I think it was probably more there. Could move it from this shot, but I really don't want to. Yeah, let's leave the double. So if I can screw into the black right now, ideal. Just want to take its position, and now I want to play this into here and screw back to here. I didn't touch the black, Lee. You missed it, mate. You what do you call it? You must be seeing things, mate. Again, I appreciate the likes and subs on YouTube and the likes and follows on TikTok. If you're on YouTube, please hit those 3 dots that you see at the bottom of your screen. If you're on your phone, hit those 3 dots and just give the channel a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, exactly. No clue what you're talking about, mate. Yeah, the black didn't move at all. I've forgotten the score, but we'll just keep going. Okay. Let me just double check something. 1 second. Give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Cool. All right, so I'm just finding out when the missus is home, so I know how long I've got left. It's too quiet. Okay, what colour are you going? Reds or yellows? Nice break. It's a pretty decent split, this. I don't think I've got the energy for the 45 ball drill. To be honest, yeah, I mean, if you had an easy first red, they're 50-50, but you haven't. So it means that you're going to go yellows here every single time. And this, it's funny, this pattern that you have on yellows follows closely to a drill that I really like called the ladder drill. So what that does is it works on basically taking the balls in order, moving up the table. And if you take the first ball and land perfectly on the second ball, you should be finishing the exact order you move up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or if that doesn't go 7, I'll probably play it to there. Does it go to the middle? Let's have a look. No, I think I'll probably play it to there and play it to the corner. So yeah, you're taking the yellows all in order. It all depends on whether you make this first ball though. And leave a good angle, which I have, I think. Whoa, thanks so much, Jim. Much appreciate that. Mate, legend. I think that's like the 3rd gift ever I've ever had on YouTube. Thanks so much for coming, buddy. Thanks, Mason. Appreciate that. All right. Yeah, Jim, that's very kind of you, mate. That's the most anyone's ever gifted me on YouTube. All right, any other questions, guys? I'm probably going to be here for another 10 minutes. I think that makes it 7-all. No, the white did stop. Oh, thanks. Oh, there we go. Thank you so much. All these new people, and I think I've seen Jim here before, but these guys on YouTube really kicking off. I love it. Thanks so much. To be honest, I'm just happy with people who sub. Like, you don't have to gift. It's obviously appreciated, but don't feel like you have to. I'm more worried about the subs. So, thank you, though. Oh, don't go in. What a mess. Right, I'm picking up the cue ball because I can't pot any ball first. I'm picking up the cue ball to put it there. I'll put it there, so you've got a choice of 2. What colour would you guys go for? I appreciate that, mate. Thank you. Thanks, Esther. Much appreciated. Oh, saw your YouTube on my homepage. It's definitely getting up there. It is, mate. Yeah, it is definitely getting up there. So I moved the cue ball because otherwise this is the shortest frame ever. I would have just missed the first shot and then there's no fun for you guys. So if you were at the table, what would you go for? And then I'll tell you what I would go for. Remember, if you're someone who wants to improve in this game and you're not just watching me for me to try and clear up, try and think for yourself, what is easier? And with that, also think what is harder. Don't just look for the easiest set, look for the harder set as well. Because then you can write off whatever the hardest set is. So every ball has a pocket. However, this red tells me I'm going to go yellows because it's the hardest ball on the table. All of the yellows kind of follow a dot-to-dot finish where there are maybe 2 or 3 patterns that you could go for. But I'm going to look for one, and that is going to be this ball to here. Oh, actually, no. Hang on. Maybe. One sec. Oh, God, I'm not. I just don't want to mess this up. There are 2 options here that I'm debating between. That's obviously ball 1. Hopefully you guys have seen a route by now, by the way. Okay, ball 1. I'm actually going to come to there. 2, 3, 4. Now, depending on the angle that I've got on that, I'll either screw straight back to here for 5, 6, 7, or if I'm not straight on this one, say I've got an angle like this, I'll pop that yellow and I will go to here for this finish of that one, that one. Yeah, let's go. Needs to run a little bit. Right, it hasn't run, but that's fine. All that does is just changes it to go, now it's, because I'm not here, I change it to go for 1, get there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that should be an easier pattern, to be fair. Remember, if you come up with a pattern at the start, it's much easier than coming up with maybe 2 or 3 options. Can sometimes make you overthink it a little bit. So when they're like that, try and be definitive with your pattern, I would say. Spin is essential. Hang on one sec. Bump the red into the left and right English. Yeah, it's a good way of putting it. Central position. Yeah, it's very rare that you'll play a shot without some kind of spin. Normally I'll be playing backspin. Very, like 70% of the time I'll probably be playing with backspin or side spin. The rest of the time I'm playing with top spin. Don't worry, that happens to everyone, Fidel. Don't worry, mate. Come on, go in yellow. All right, again, open table, but what colour would you guys go for, reds or yellows? Don't just look at the easy balls, look at the difficult balls, and then go for the opposite. What table is it? It's a Supreme Winner. Link to it is in my bio. What's the difference between solids and stripes and reds and yellows? I mean, in terms of the actual gameplay, nothing. They are that one of you is reds and one of you is yellows. But with solids and stripes, they're numbered 1 to 15, whereas these are, you take them in any order. And you don't play a variation of 9 ball with this colour set. Or, yeah, you don't play like 9 ball. Cool, that's all. All right, so I'm thinking reds. If we look at the bad red, this one, the question is that red worse than this yellow, which is the worst yellow? Also with yellows, you could play that as a first shot, but then what ball is going to get this ball out, or you leave it as a double or what? Like, that's just a very difficult shot. Whereas you've got a first shot here on reds, you could go this one as well. Yeah, so we're definitely going to go reds here and hope to get a finish. If I can actually land here at some point and save this red for this shot, I can go into the cushion and break that red out. So I might be going this one first, but we'll see. Do I like that? Not really, but I've kind of got it. If I can go into the yellow, this would be ideal. Okay, just leaving myself that. And now the important thing is that I've saved this ball. So if I land here at some point, I can play that ball and break that ball out. Okay, so the finish, I haven't got a finish yet because this ball is now an issue. The order I'm going to take these 3 is key. I've got to take this ball first, land ideally here, because then I can play this ball to there, play that ball to there, play this ball, which gets me here. That ball develops the red, moves it there. The cue ball will be here for this red to here. Pot it in the corner, pot the black. If that goes that way, I might just quit this live now. That's not great. That was high on the yellow. I just wanted it to run to there. That's not a good shot. And this is probably the hardest shot you can play in the game. So difficult, that shot. Alright, anyway, say I got that and ran down to there. The finish would have been... Oh, would have worked as well. Would have got it. Alright, I'm going to go for 5 more minutes. I appreciate all of the likes. Wow, 34 likes on YouTube. That might be a record, actually, for me. That's loads. Listen to the song. 42nd Street in NYC, who gets his just his lights. I haven't. Is it a song or a film? I haven't heard that song. Is it a country song or what is it? Because I do love me some country music. So I don't know what is a good number, to be honest. I'm still fairly new to the YouTube lives. I've only ever really done TikTok. That shot over the yellow, exactly. I was just trying to get a bit greedy there and just try and land an inch further forwards, which I didn't. Yo, what's up? Coming from Louisiana. Nice to see you. Hopefully I'll come to Louisiana one day. Who knows? Folk rock country, nice. Hey, Paul, your family. Awesome, man. Well, I can assure you that this is a game of pool. This is a variation of pool that you've probably never seen. This is English 8-ball pool. So it's different to what you guys have over there. Subscribe to you, I love watching. Thanks, Bill. Appreciate that, mate. How comes you still practice when you're already a quality player? That's... Okay, ask the same thing, Reese, to Tiger Woods. I'm not saying I'm the Tiger Woods of pool, but did Tiger Woods ever not practice when he was playing golf, when he became the best golfer? I'm still not good enough, in my opinion, so that's why I keep practicing. And even if I was, I would still practice to stay there. All right, this is probably a 1 in 10 finish. Not even that. I'm going to go as low as a... I don't even know. There's no way I'm clearing these up. I'm going to try, but I've got no chance. Both balls are terrible. I think reds, they're just both bad. Yeah, the sooner that frame was over, the better. Play 2, but I'm definitely not as good. Keep practicing, Byron, mate. Byron, sorry. Keep practicing. Support you through live stream. Thanks, mate. Where am I situated? I'm in the UK. Southampton in the UK, to be precise. So yeah, live on TikTok and YouTube at the moment. Just a little bit of solo practice today. I'm going to shoot off in a sec, though. Probably call this one the last one. As long as I end up with a good, like an easy finish. Don't know. Nice one, man. All right, so what are we going here then? Reds or yellows? I think reds are the obvious. Reds is the obvious choice. So do I go yellows because it's harder? And I've got the perfect breakout on the bad yellow, which is this one. Obviously, the bad red is this one. The bad yellow is this one. What you've got to ask yourself is which one of those is easier to break out with any of the surrounding colours. The answer is reds, I would say. You've got a breakout ball with this one or this one to go into that, knowing you're going to leave this. With yellows, a little bit tricky. I'm actually going to try and break it out with the first shot. So I'm going to go yellows. They are the harder set. I'm going to try and plant that ball onto that ball and come down and hit that yellow, knowing that if I move the red to, say, here, leave the yellow where it is, I should have a shot on this one and this one. And it should be game over. But it's all about going straight into that yellow from here. Got it out. Yeah, it could have been better, but I can break it. I can play it out again with this. Don't go down there. What are you doing? That yellow is just... It just wants to be in a difficult situation. Now what? Skill shot on it? I haven't played a skilly today. Let's play a skilly. Actually, I might not play a skilly. I think I might play a double. I might try and double it into the yellow over the pocket, you know. Yeah, I'm definitely trying to double it into this or bank it into this other yellow. Stay there though. Fuck. Sorry. Language. Why's that gone there? Can I cut it? I might be able to actually. Might be able to. No shot on the black or away. Queuing over a ball. Don't love it. Oh, you idiot. After all that. Alright, I think that's me done. Let's see if I can get these reds left-handed. Ugly. Ugh, terrible. All right, what are we doing to finish up? Let's do, how many balls can I pot that are moving? How many moving balls? Moving reds, let's go. Eight balls here. I've got to pot the ball and yeah, that's it. But it's moving whilst I pot it. Ooh. God, I keep hitting them thick. So far I've had two. Make that two still. Let's do it one-handed. Come on. Oh, come on. I can't even think if I've ever done it one-handed, this shot. Oh my God. So close. Last try. Can't do it. Can't do it. I appreciate that, mate. Thank you. Can't even do it two-handed. If you guys have got any last second questions, feel free to ask. I'm going to be shooting off now. That is definitely the most likes I've ever had on YouTube. Thank you so much. Why can I not do this? All right, last one. Fucking hell. I give up. I give up on that. How long have you played pool? 33 years on and off. Nope. Nope. This cloth is just so different. No, can't do it on this cloth anymore. I used to be able to do it loads on my old cloth. Oh, go away. Alright, so much for some trick shots. Thanks, Julian, I appreciate that. Played on and off for the vast majority of life. Good stuff, mate. You're from Turkey, nice. I was in, where was I? Marmaris. And I played pool in Marmaris in September. Love Turkey. Alright, it's currently 208 of you on TikTok and 250 of you on YouTube. Much appreciated you guys tuning in. 17 years, nice. When's your next stream so I can watch again? I'm not 100% sure. Thanks, Fidel, appreciate that. Have a good night, good evening. My next stream will hopefully be Wednesday, hopefully. Ethiopian pool break. I don't know what that is, buddy. Not sure what that is. Been watching you on Insta and love your plays. Thanks, Orgnick. Appreciate that. Be sure to sub on to me on here if you can as well. If you guys want other channels to watch me on, I'm on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, where I post different videos on each. A lot of the same stuff, but some different videos. If you like my head camera clearances, go check out my YouTube channel. I've got plenty of head camera clearance videos. Is it a 9-foot table? Yes. Sounds good, Julian. Sorry, no, it's not a 9-foot table, it's a 7-foot table. 7 foot by 4 foot. All right, guys, on TikTok, thank you so much for tuning in today. Have a good rest of your evening, day, morning, whatever it is, and I will see you on the next live stream. Woo! 25,000 people watched on TikTok today. It used to be about 200,000. How much for the ad space? The best thing to do, so I've got currently 4 places you can advertise. Back of my shirt, table, other end of the table, and on my TV during my posted videos. If you want information on how much it is, message me on my Instagram account or my TikTok account, which is Attacking 8ball, the same name. Follow me on Instagram and send me a private message on there and I'll give you all of the information. You guys are now exclusively live and TikTok's gone, so if you've got any other questions, feel free to ask. No. All right, I'm gonna shoot off. Thank you so much for everyone who tuned in, and I will see you guys on the next one.